So, Grandpa, how do you feel about being on set of our new upcoming short film?
What is it?
It's I think it's Crazy Grandpa Rides Again. It's gonna be a western.
Sid, I like westerns.
Yeah. Remember when you starred in that one western with who'd you star in with it? Again?
Jimmy Durante,
No, the other guy.
Clement Diddlehopper.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that you guys had some bad blood on set.
Well, we
I
did.
heard that, yeah.
It kind of was from like a couple incidents in the early days when I had that one saddle with the star on it that is kind of my favorite saddle, and he came up and he was chewing tobacco, and he spit some chewing tobacco on that saddle. Got pretty riled, took a couple swings at him, almost hit him, and then he kind of backed off. But that was kind of the way of it.
And then what happened about I think it was 4 or 5 years later when you guys met on set again?
Well, there was a lot of tension, but we kind of made up. He had some, had like a bottle of booze. It's like kind of the cheap blended whiskey, and at that time I was kind of drinking a lot, so we kind of made up.
Yeah.
And of course we don't talk to each other anymore, but that's just the way it is. Working together a couple years, and they have some trouble, and then you just kind of go on with your life.
Where do you think he is now?
I thought he went down to New Mexico. Last I heard, he thought he went down to New Mexico, and I think a spider bit of his leg swelled way up, and they had to kind of cut part of his leg off.
Yeah.
And so he's limping around pretty bad. I don't know.
I ever heard that his wife divorced him recently too.
I haven't heard that.
Well, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, it is.
Didn't you meet his brother on set a few years ago too?
Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I think his brother was, he was just kind of a behind the scenes guy. I think he was like one of the grips.
Yeah.
But then his brother later his brother got hurt. He was pushing one of those trolleys, and his shirt got caught in one of the wheels, and it was a heavy trolley, and it kind of slammed him down, and the trolley ran over him. It kind of ran over his abdomen, and I think he had to have surgery.
Yeah.
He had to have surgery for that, and the studio covered it because he was threatening a lawsuit that they had, equipment that, was unsafe, and it kind of got right up to the court case, and then the studio backed down. They paid, the medical bills, and so.
How much was it?
I think it's this was 15 years ago, but even then I think the medical bills was, like $5,600.
Yeah.
And after that, the studios didn't, they didn't want him working for him anymore, and he kind of fell on hard times, and so, last I heard, he went back to Nebraska and started kind of like an animal rescue place, because he always had cats. He always had cats, and he went back there in Nebraska, and I think he had like a couple acres, and I heard, started a cat rescue, and I heard at one point, maybe he had, 150 cats. I mean, how many cats can an acre support? 150?
Probably some more. back then I met this guy called Kubrick, Stanley Kubrick. He made some good movies. He made The Shining. He made but I mean the guy was kind of crazy. He was a perfectionist, which is why I kind of didn't like working with him. But anyways, he had this Italian villa where like he just kept a lot of these stray pets around, like
Okay.
just all sorts of pets, like but he had lots of bunnies. He he would keep certain rooms he would keep like certain rooms like closed off. And this was in like the country. I think a few of them got out.
Yeah.
A few of them died, and he was very sad about that. But yeah, the guy was kind of just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's about the time that I started that I started working for this studio and met you.
That wasn't just after we did those westerns in Spain, was it?
I think it was before.
Okay. That was a good time over there, you know.
Yeah, Spain was a crazy place.
It was.
Remember when you had those import tequilas and you drank a bit too much and they couldn't let you on the plane? We had to negotiate with them to at least get you on the plane without
Well, the reason for that was that I had such bad gas from that. I had such bad